Iran is putting the pressure on those who remain inside the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the nuclear deal, by a sort of drip move away from that deal. Rouhani says himself that these moves are reversible, and his chief of staff said, talking to the Iranian National News Agency, that they're still a long way from leaving the deal. But the message is quite clear that Iran is going to keep going in that direction unless those who remain, including France, Germany, United Kingdom, China and Russia, ensure that the deal, the part of the deal that suited Iran, end of sanctions, really works, so that Iran can continue to export its oil. At the moment, its oil exports are catastrophically down. Inflation is very high in the country. The value of the currency is dropping catastrophically. The economy is in free fall. And this is all linked to the decision by Donald Trump to withdraw the United States from the agreement. So Iran is effectively saying, look, we don't see any value in staying in this agreement. We wouldn't have signed on to it if we had known that these were going to be the terms. So this is us putting pressure on you. And as you mentioned, this is the fourth time they've taken a step like this. This takes us a little bit further forward, because Fordow was not meant to come on stream again until 2031, 16 years from now. But the Iranians are saying, oh yes, we're certainly going to put it on stream. At the moment, it's been acting more or less as a research facility. Now, by putting gas into the centrifuges, they're raising the possibility of increasing the production, not just the production, but the enrichment levels of uranium in this facility, going beyond the limits allowed, which they've already done, and also increasing the stockpiles still more than they have already done. In addition, as the report said, they've already announced that they're increasing their enrichment at the facility that they have at Natanz as well, to the south of Tehran. So the message quite clear. It's your turn to do something about it. Otherwise, we're just going to keep moving further and further away from this deal.
Upping the pressure then. So what's the reaction been then internationally?
Well, yeah, the reaction I don't think will come as any big surprise to Iran, because they've pretty much sounded out what the reaction is going to be from certainly the European Union members, France, Germany and the United Kingdom. They will say, they want to keep the JCPOA going on, the nuclear deal going on. But the question for Iran is, what are they prepared to do to meet Iran's terms? And thus far, although there's been a lot of talk about trying to find ways to make it possible for firms from the European Union and elsewhere to do business with Iran, particularly on oil, they haven't done an awful lot about it, because they know, and firms in these countries know, that if they do start to deal with Iran, the United States is going to sanction them. It's just not worth it. Everybody knows that, and everybody is sort of throwing their arms up in the air and saying, what can we do about it? France has already said that it's deeply concerned by Iran's action. The European Union diplomatic corps has said the same thing. Russia has said pretty much the same thing. But are they going to do anything concrete to meet Iran's demands? Probably not. So step by step, we'll see Iran going further and further away from the deal.